What fucking episode are we on? 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Well, it's like episode 1 of the new cancelled podcast, isn't it?
The uncancelled podcast.
The uncancelled podcast. I mean, it's common knowledge that me and Connor fell out. I mean, the comments.
It's like if no one was to like look at our lives apart from like the videos and just see that
Apart from the podcast, nothing else.
Last episode we're fucking in different rooms in different houses, and now we're literally sat next to each other in our own flat.
That we now share. There probably will be people like that as well who only like well
100%.
there won't be lots of people, but there'll be someone out there who only like watches the podcast and doesn't keep up to date with any social media. There'll be a few people like that, to be fair. Me and Connor fell out and we ended the podcast and now we live together.
Been away a few months, hasn't it?
We're both mentally ill. It's not a joke.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, we'll touch on it briefly. I mean, one thing I want to say is weeks and weeks ago we recorded this episode and it corrupted. It corrupted on Connor's phone. But I think, to be fair, we were in a weird place. We were quite stressed. We were still flat hunting, so it was like a month ago, wasn't it? And
it was longer than that.
Yeah, whatever. A month ago.
So we've been in here 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is mad, to be fair.
So, obviously, we did record this episode. And we spoke about all sorts, but the recording corrupted, and it's probably a good thing because we spent like 30 minutes talking about why we fell out.
It was still, to be fair, it was still a good episode. It was just a little bit scuffed because we were all so pissed. Well, I think I was pissed. I don't know if you were pissed. I was pissed, and it was a little bit all over the place, but it was good though. I can't remember what we spoke about to be honest.
Neither can I, mate. I just remember we spoke for about 40 minutes about fucking why we fell out. So let's touch on it very briefly and then we'll just move on.
45 minutes from now.
He took my arm. He took me diamond sword. Essentially, me and Connor, I was doing a Minecraft live stream. Connor and a few other of my friends started trolling me, but the trolling didn't stop for like 3 or 4 hours, so I got really pissed off. I was also drunk on a live stream, so I got really pissed off. I had the impression that my friends were interfering with my live stream for the sake of just getting attention on themselves. They were actually making a video out of it that they then decided to scrap because I took it very seriously. I think we both had valid points in the argument. I think if it's my live stream, I should dictate whether or not that actually happens. I think as well, I went mad with it, really. Over Minecraft. But then we didn't really fall out over that. It was like it was like conversations that happened afterwards. There was a lot of back and forth.
Well, I think this is the reason why we spent fucking half an hour talking about it last time. Because what actually
it was actually so convoluted. It wasn't just
what you lot thought was an argument over just Minecraft. It was literally like that was like a 5% of what actually happened.
And then what really led to everything is someone in my eyes, like someone, we're not going to say his name because it's fucking, but someone fucked me over in a certain sense, just behind the scenes and that.
Well, which they didn't fuck you over, but
he
did you dirty.
Did me dirty, but to an extent where it's like very personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't do someone dirty in that area. And I was just, it's the second time this person did this thing, and I was just like, and sorry for being very fucking like. I hate when people say something like this and they don't actually tell you.
Yeah.
But it's something I just can't. Because it involves other people as well. It's not just our story to tell, you know what I mean? But it's just something where something happened with someone and I just was like, right, I want a clean cut with these people. So that included Connor and that included some of my other very best friends as well. So because of something one person did, my mind was just guilty by association. It wasn't like, I wasn't hating you. We spoke about this before. I wasn't hating you or anyone else. It was just the fact that I just wanted nothing to do with that now. I wanted nothing to do with that person. I wanted nothing to do with that sort of energy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's why I was fucked off for you, because you'd literally just put the blame on me. I mean, I was involved in what happened, but I did fuck all wrong. You know what I mean? So then for me to
association, like
then
say, so.
See that you blocked me without telling me, I was like, right, well, he's a weapon then. Fuck him. Yeah. Obviously, I knew why he was annoyed, but like, I was like, fuck you. Why would you not even tell me? Like,
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
I understand it though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I get why.
It's something on retrospect you can really think about and think, well, that's why he did it, and that's. But I guess in the moment you're going to be more defensive because you're thinking, oh well, was our friendship not fucking very fucking solid? You know what I mean? So I get it. I get your reaction to
things,
that.
Like,
yeah,
I was like, well, maybe he's just a fucking melt. Maybe I don't like him. Maybe fucking if he's gonna do shit like that, fucking for stuff that I haven't really done.
Yeah, we get it. You're a puff.
What do you mean? Did I say something gay?
No. You just...
As he's literally sat here with his fucking bollocks out, like.
Wait, can you see it on the camera?
No.
All right.
He literally got fucking boxers on, back to front and inside out.
And you can literally see
I can see his cock every time I look at him. It's shining in my face.
You see how small my knob is flaccid though?
I'm not spending time to stare at your penis.
It literally is, mate. Like that when it's like that when it's flaccid. Look at my flaccid cock. Look, it's just like that when it's flaccid. You see what I mean? I'm a grower because it'll go to like.
We're not really fitting like a story for everyone here, are we? We've just moved into a flat together, and now he's showing me his penis on a fucking podcast. There's spat everywhere. We're just recording a house tour video, and well, if that comes out before this, then well, you'll see. Are we gay?
Just to finish that story, that's yeah, pretty much. My whole attitude was guilty by association, and this is the thing. This is we touched on this last episode, but this is why having a very drama is entertaining over the internet. Now, like no one who's got a life at our age really cares about it, but like it's entertaining to see two people who don't really know each other over the internet having some drama. Like they're only connected through the internet world. But when it's like your friends, your real life fucking friends, and you've got that drama, and it's in the public eye, and your job is being in the public eye, and that's then there, it really, it's really draining because not only would you, and I bet you felt like this as well from your side, but not only like when someone's giving you shit about it, you want to say, well, actually, this is the truth of it. This is what actually happened. Now tell me I'm a cunt for blocking the person, or now tell me whatever, you know what I mean? And you've got that real urge, but you just can't say, and people are judging like a fight. It's like the ice, like how an iceberg, you only see the tip of an iceberg and it's fucking miles longer under the sea. You get what I'm saying? So it's like what you actually view is the top of the iceberg above the ocean, like what you actually view as like a viewer, for anybody who really cared about it. And then, but what the actual problems were like the big fucking thing that no one knows about aside from the people involved. Yeah. So it's something that really drains you because you just sort of like I don't want people to fucking take this impression because of something that literally isn't the case and shit like that. So
it does make it look bad when we literally can't say what happened, but it all stems from fucking playing on a Minecraft server.
Yeah.
So then every single person on this fucking entire planet thinks that we've, as grown men, fallen out of a Minecraft, which initially was what happened.
I don't think every single person on the entire planet thinks that, mate, because if you've seen my views, if you see your fucking views, I really don't think every person on the entire... Maybe, fair point, maybe every person on an asteroid that doesn't have many people on it.
It's just no one. No one cares. Well, we've just explained it for 5 people. You're welcome.
That's it though, that is it. That is why we fell out. And then it got to a point where something happened and something really, after probably 5 weeks of not talking, something like that, something sort of made me realise, it's a certain person I have a genuine problem with, rather than the rest of my friends, which...
I say not me, but you fucking blocked everyone, so...
Yeah, but it made me realise, the person who actually did the thing... You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It wasn't just directed at you. Like I blocked quite a few people who were.
You still got blocked now, some of them.
Yeah, that's just an excuse.
Still meeting them tomorrow as well. Still got blocked, literally.
Got blocked. I'm fucking going out for drinks. I got fucking blocked.
So about that blocking,
I don't fucking care.
Probably won't even notice. To be fair, just won't give a shit.
Yeah, won't be able to see it past the nose.
Mad.
We'll bleep that.
Mad.
No, we won't.
No, we fucking will not. Absolutely not. No bleeping on this.
We've got no skeleton for this, by the way.
I'm gonna say yeah.
We sat. I swear to God, we didn't even discuss the fact that we don't have a script. Like, we don't have a script, and we didn't even acknowledge that we don't have a script.
The past 2 hours have literally been we were sat in bed, and then you got
Together.
to come to the watching the film.
We have separate bedrooms. I put on a Snapchat story when we first moved in as a joke that we only had one bed because I got into a bed.
So many people believed it.
And everyone was just like, "Hey, you've only got a one bedroom apartment." No, obviously not.
Yeah, the last 2 hours we were literally in bed watching telly. Not
Separate
together.
beds.
Separate beds. And then you came in the kitchen for pineapple juice. And they were like, right, let's clean, record. And here we are. What time is it
We
now?
cleaned the entire flat.
3:30 in the morning.
Cleaned the entire flat, recorded a flat tour, and we're fucking doing a podcast. Yeah, so we got nothing to really talk about.
I think we're basing it off what we did record.
No, because I don't remember any of that. So I think really we should just have a flowing conversation. So what would you like to talk about, Connor?
Right, this has been the Council Podcast, episode 7. See you in a bit, mate.
Bars of real. You want to talk about that?
Well, yeah, that's what we spoke about last episode, didn't it, really?
Yeah, but bars
But
of
to
now
be fair,
actually.
yeah, I'm going to say it's grown a lot more since then. So the last episode we recorded, which we didn't use, we spoke a lot about the bars that were opening, because it was before the bars did open. So obviously everyone knows that they opened on the 4th of July, which was very weird. We went out on the 4th, didn't we?
We
went out on the 5th, we went out on a Saturday. It's like the first weekend everywhere was opening, so obviously
We went out on the 4th. The 4th was a Saturday.
Was it?
Yeah, because you.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah, so we went on the 4th and had a little gander around everywhere. It was a bit weird.
Yeah, we were only out for a few hours. We weren't like proper.
I mean, it's a bit mad because our next door neighbour, they were like getting ready to go out as we were like just chilling like in the living room, and they're like proper staring at us like, well, because their balcony's literally there and ours is here, so we were just like chilling, and I could see them constantly staring at us. And I was like, right, well, that's just weird. So then fucking fast track like 6 hours. We're in Cuckoo in Leeds, and there's just this 3 people, very fucking loud, annoying, stupid cunts, just sat across in the other booth. And I'm looking at you, I'm just like, I recognise that shit dress and that fucking ugly face. And I'm like, is that our neighbours? And I'm just like, you fucking wankers.
And every time Connor would look at them, so he was facing them, I had my back to them, and every time, so it was a woman, a boyfriend, and their friend.
Yeah. Oh, and that
Another
fucking so
Every time he looked at them, they fucking got louder and screamed, and then looked to see if he was looking. They must have some problem with us. Whether this is our neighbours, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they were
whatever.
quite sound until she looked over at me. We looked at each other straight in the eye, and then she like started whispering to her boyfriend's ear, and I was like, right, well, I didn't think anything of it, because I was like, alright, normal fucking neighbour, whatever. I guess it's kind of odd to see your fucking next door neighbour when you only just moved in like a week ago.
Yeah.
And then everything after that, just shouting and being cunts. I was like,
every single time we looked, they got loud, like just screaming at the music.
There was a point, I just started banging on the fucking tail. I'm gonna smash this guy's face.
Literally, so this guy was like right behind me, the boy, because he was doing it as well. The fucking 5'8" little hobbit. I don't
think he was doing it as much, but he was definitely being like,
yeah.
So, literally, his girlfriend's fucking taller than him, thinking he's some next guy. I was like, I'll just get up and slap him.
So he's behind us. So obviously he's got his back to me. I've got my back to him. His ears near my fucking mouth, and I just went, if that fucking carries on, I'm gonna fucking punch him. And then he's just going, mate, I'm gonna level him.
All pissed off. We weren't even drunk, were we?
We weren't even drunk.
Oh yeah. Bearing in mind, before this point, we waited 25 minutes for a drink, for then have to go to the bar and order it ourselves. I was like, this fucking is shit. And then we had them 6 shots. To be fair,
we got like 12 shots for free.
I was just like,
we got 12 shots for free, and then yeah. I mean, like I said, that was a Saturday. So basically, anyway, what we're moving on to is, it was all right. It wasn't as bad as we expected.
But I think
And this was
Well, to
also
be
you
fair,
getting
though-
a taste because your bar was opening the following week, so you weren't open
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
away. So I think you wanted a taste of what it was going to be like. And then eventually, when you did open, I mean,
It's nothing like it.
nothing like it at all.
No.
Do you want to talk about like your bar?
Um,
What happened with that?
Well, I won't dive too much into it because it's a lot of stuff that people don't really understand. Really.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Tell them. And,
Yeah. So we opened. So this will probably come out before the weekend that is coming. But we opened last weekend for the Friday and the Saturday, and well, it was good. I mean, like everyone who went enjoyed it. Like we were fully booked out.
No, it was really good.
But-
You were stressed to fuck.
Yeah, very. So with my job, I've literally got every customer in the building I have to be looking at all the time. I've got all my staff, I've got my door staff, I've got everything. I've got check all the stuff. You know, I'm in charge of everything. So when I've got fucking a full venue, right, I've got staff fucking rushing around panicking, asking me for stuff because we're still trying to keep these guidelines and keep people sat down and all this shit with the music or whatever. And all you can hear is this cunt here shouting, Giraffe TV, Giraffe Television, can I have some more lemonade, please? Giraffe. And then texting me being like, cheer up, you prick. I'm like, I will literally fucking get you thrown out.
Oh no!
It's
no.
funny- it's funny now, but I was so angry.
He was so pissed at me. So yeah, so you went to work. I mean, as well, the context being your bars had like a renovation. So even before it's been open, you've been at work every single day, unpaid,
Yeah.
sorting everything out. So my mate comes down this one day when his bar's reopening because we're just like, yeah, we'll support Connor. We'll go in. We'll have a laugh in there. We'll go in on his first night reopening.
£200 on the bottle of Syrah.
Yeah, and basically, he.
Didn't happen, did it?
No, it didn't happen. So you went to work at like 2 p.m. Something like that.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
No, 9.
10 a.m.
9:10.
You came back for a few hours. You came back for like 30 minutes just to get changed, and then you went back. So you were at work fucking 20 hours. Fucking literally 20 hours. You didn't stop until like gone 5 a.m. as well. So that Friday,
20-hour shift.
we came in quite late. So obviously my mate came from Buxton.
Yeah, see, the thing is, you came in at like the perfect time though, because like we was rushing so much to get open at 4. It didn't open till 6:30, and then there was no one in there till 10 o'clock. I mean, there was, but like there weren't. You know what I mean, there weren't loads. They weren't
And then when we came in, it was pretty packed to be fair. And
we were the busiest bar, one of the busiest bars in Leeds,
yeah, on that
in
night.
all weekend,
Yeah.
which isn't a good thing, but also, you know,
It is a good thing, but like you've got the most responsibility then because you've got everyone there.
yeah, exactly.
So it's just with this social distancing thing for you, isn't it? It's just like you are literally because you've got something called licensing. So licensing are in charge of basically dictate whether or not a bar can stay open. So if licensing are happy with you, licensing can shut down your venue, right? So you have
Which
something
is
called.
very, very unlikely.
It's unlikely, but it can happen.
It has happened.
And it can happen more likely now if you're not following these new strict guidelines. So
Yeah, so the thing with that is that no one can really dictate what the guidelines are, because so say like the police or whatever, we had the police like in and out fucking all weekend, but they can't be like, right, well that's fucking, that's not right, that like they can't, nobody can kind of like,
it's not black and white.
I can't word it, but like what I'm trying to say is no one can dictate what's right and wrong. The venue has to kind of dictate that, which is why I did that risk assessment, which every venue has to do. So I've got to look at the venue, think what the risks are, and all I can do is try my best to basically keep in them guidelines.
Yeah.
And if they come in and they're like, right, sound, then they just leave.
Yeah.
Because they can't, because it's nothing strict, like it's not illegal.
Really?
Well, I mean, obviously, you can't make it a law for the social distancing thing because it's impossible.
Yeah.
You're in a
So
bar.
it's not
You're
actually.
in a bar with drunk people.
So it's not actually a legal requirement for bars to.
That's why coppers can't do anything.
Yeah.
Licensing can come in, but they'll only check like the floor markers, like the one-way system. They won't even come in. Sometimes they don't even come in. They check the music and then leave.
Yeah.
Because
So-
they can't really decide. That's why there's like no template that you have to follow for the risk assessment. You have to do it yourself. So that's that. But like, it's the stress of them being there because they
Like
can't.
watching
Because
over
they can just walk in and be like, right, well, nobody's sat down. Your music's way too loud. Like, there's people at the bar. You closed. Just do it at the spot. It was very, very unlikely that would happen.
It's unlikely in normal circumstances, but now it's a new like as if you've not got people under control, and it is hard to control drunk people, especially in your bar where you do draw. I mean, it is getting popular now with everyone, but you have been known in that area. It's a rough area of Leeds. You do draw in people who will be rowdy. Me.
Yeah, literally.
Just me. So yeah, I mean, obviously you were you were fucked all weekend. You got no sleep. You've been sleeping fucking 15 hours each night
I'm
now.
gonna say I slept 14 hours a day before.
You've been catching up
13
now.
last night.
So you did 20-hour shift on Friday. What did you do on Saturday?
16.
16. So I stayed in on Saturday. My stomach was hanging out of my ass. So I was just like, right, I'll stay in.
Were you fucked on Saturday?
No, I was just tired. To be fair, I wasn't even fucked because we were drinking.
Wasn't even fucked. Literally arguing with police officers.
Well,
Standard night.
last Friday night. Yeah. So anyone who's, I mean, we can move on to that. Anyone who's seen my Instagram stories, I got like an extra 5,000 or 6,000 views on top of what I'd normally get on those stories, by the way. So I don't know if people were sharing them about. Or
They
whatever.
will, yeah. They will. Of course
Yeah, yeah, they would have
they
been.
will.
But,
So you got you just shouting at coppers.
so basically,
They were going to arrest you.
yeah,
They weren't even just random coppers. They were literally there fucked up because of you.
yeah. so well, when you put it like that, right? So
Truth. Put it that way.
when you tell the truth, mate.
Put it how it is.
The skeleton of what happened this one night is basically me and my mate were in Connor's bar at first. We get a bottle of Ciroc. We down that, both of us, a bottle of Ciroc, fucking big bottle, in, what would you say, 45 minutes
Yeah.
between us, done. We were fucking shotting because my mate, he's fucking wild. He's wild as fuck. So he just goes hard, like he just wants to go hard. And I'm, you know what I mean, I'm fucking sound with that. I'm like, right, sound, let's do it. So shots in between. Within an hour, we've had a litre of vodka between us, and we've had fucking probably 6 Jaeger bombs each as well, which in an hour is a lot for your system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot for your system. So, you know, then we're shotting more, and then we go to some other bars, have a good time, right? But then fast forward towards the end of the night, because this is the juicy part. My mate's fucked. To be fair, I was drunk, but I was like,
Well, when
very.
you came back to my bar, I was like, I think I just saw you and went, nah, no, I'm not talking to you two. I think you walked in, you were like, woo! I was like, I'm gone. No. And I think you try to get my attention like 5 minutes later. I was like, no, Brad, no, I'm too busy. I wasn't. I just didn't want to speak to you.
Well, I was trying to get another bottle.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I was asking all your staff. I was just like, get Connor to get me a bottle, and they're all running round because of it. They're all like running after you, going, Brad wants a bottle. Brad wants a bottle. And
I
you're
was
just
like, fuck off.
No, he's not having one. So then one person come back and go, Connor said you're not having a bottle. I went, ask him again. So she'd run off and ask him again.
Didn't even notice.
And
Because anyone that came to, I was like, go away.
yeah.
Fuck off.
I got like 4 different girls to ask you to get me a bottle. Anyway, we then left your bar, and we got outside, and there were these two. I think they were like Swedish lads or some Polish, something like that. Something like Scandinavian.
They weren't English.
They weren't. They were not the Queen's English. No. So to be fair, I thought they were sound at first. I saw my mate Josh talking to them. I think I was chatting to some dustbins, mate, at the time. They were either, right, this is what I said on my live stream when I explained this a few nights ago, they were either women or dustbins, but I was talking to someone around
Same
the corner
thing,
of your
really.
bar. Yeah,
A
in Leeds.
human
A shoe bin or a wheelie bin. so I was chatting to Summit. It was either a shoe bin or an object. And all of a sudden, so my mate Josh is about 6 foot tall and he's fatter than me. He's a big lad. He is a big lad, right? And he isn't the sort of lad. I mean, he's a lovely lad. He's a bit garmless, but he isn't the sort of lad you'd fucking just mess with. I can tell you that now. He gets into fights with bouncers for no reason. I've witnessed that in my eyes.
Boy.
Yeah, he's a silly boy, but if you're smaller than him, it's not going to be the sort of lad you're going to look at and think, I'm going to pick a fight with you. But he was obliterated this night, so he was really gone.
Yeah, honestly.
And I think what these lads for, and this is what I've always sort of gathered, I've observed this before on nights out, is smaller lads who normally don't have any sort of prominence over anyone bigger than them. When they see someone big who's really fucked and they know they can't do anything to them, they'll get a bit cheeky with them. I've witnessed that. Have you seen that a lot? Like small lads getting cheeky with drunk people.
I just don't get it.
It's stupid. But anyway, they mustn't have thought Josh was with me or whatever, because I was fully competent. And but they saw that Josh just wasn't. So they started just laughing in his face and shit like that, right? So I saw this mid conversation with Dustbin. Yeah, you collect a lot of bin bags in it. Yeah, fair. Oh, hold on a minute. So I see this.
Fatty's being attacked.
Fatty's being the pig's being poked with pitchforks. So I saw this and I saw red, mate. So and Josh,
classic you that when you're pissed.
To see red.
Just any sort of slight inconvenience or anything. I'm big man. That's literally you.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I came over and I wasn't about to talk, and I grabbed them both and I threw them. And I threw both of them at the same time. So one like this, one like that. I pulled them back towards me. I went, boom. And they fucking, I swear to God, they tumbled back about fucking 7 feet, both of them. And they're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, why the fuck are you laughing in his fucking face? Why the fuck are you laughing in his fucking face? Is it because you can see that he's pissed? Is that it? They're like, no, man, we're just having a joke.
I hate that this stuff happens when I'm not there.
Yeah.
Whenever
I mean, it was outside your bar, to be fair.
Yeah, but I want to see.
Yeah, I know.
Like every time you get in a situation with someone, I'm not there. Well, I mean, I am, but like the juicy stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just fucking kick fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And he was like, push, I just battered him.
Yeah. So obviously, I mean, there was police everywhere as well. I think there was even police on that ginnel at the time, but I just didn't even care. So I shoved them both, and they did shit themselves then, because like I say, this is when it came. This is when I then concluded, you know, on like retrospect, I'm like, yeah, they were just trying with Josh because they were just like, it's a big lad who we can fucking mess about with. So they were being all chill, right? And I knew they were smarter than me. I'm not a bully, right? That's one thing. I'm not a bully. So if they were calming down the situation, if they were calming down the situation, I was calming it down. So they were just like, oh, I'm like, right, well, listen, don't go up to people and laugh in the faces, but it is what it is, boys, whatever. Fair enough, where are you from, blah, blah. A little bit of a chat, right? And then that was it, and they walked through the ginnel. I was just talking to Josh, and then as soon as he got to the end of the ginnel, I cannot remember what they said, but they just sort of laughed again, and then said something as if like you'll do nothing or something, but in a little Swedish accent. So again, I went from blue to red. And then
blue.
And then, well, calm. I went from calm to fucking dinner. Two Swedish sausages. And then Josh
is the fucking bun.
Josh snaps out of it. This isn't Jam the Lad, by the way. It's another fat Josh.
Not fat. Every Josh is large.
Josh snaps out of being like, well, he didn't snap out of being pissed, but he was in a sort of daze, and he suddenly like as soon as he saw me get angry again, he just snapped out of it and went, right, come on. So we both sort of went at them then, and mate, they didn't expect it. It must have been because we were fat. They didn't expect us to move like that. But I could see their eye. They didn't move. They didn't move back or anything. They sort of just stayed there, but they were sort of just like, they went from laughing to just like that, you know what I mean? And we sort of went towards them and then grabbed them again. But I just thought, no, fuck this. This will be funny. This will be funny for Instagram. This will be content. Because
Natural reaction.
I know. I felt like one of them was gonna try and fucking swing for me or something like that.
And you wanted that to be on camera.
Yeah. So what I was thinking.
Psychopath, mate.
I know. So like what I was thinking was I was like one of these lads because they know that I've like because I shoved them but then I didn't actually follow through. They might think I'm a soft touch, because this is how fucking lads work, you know what I mean? This is how a lot of lads' minds work. We spoke about this before. So they might think I'm a soft touch. So I thought, right, I bet one of these fucking actually tries something now this time because they weren't moving back when I walked towards them again. So I thought, right, I'll get the camera out because it'll be funny. Because if he goes to swing at me, I'm gonna fucking take his head off his shoulders there and then.
I recorded.
Yeah, literally that. But that was like my fucking statement. It was like, I've got one hand and I'll fucking batter both of you. They were smart, mate, as well. They're like 5'8". So I'm just like, right.
Imagine me stood over there. You're mine.
Did it? So you know, I'm just recording, sort of shouting in the faces, and I shouted at one of them, and then the other one went, bro, you just spit at me, you know. I could punch you for that. And I went, fucking punch me then. Punch me.
Yeah, I remember that burning
Yeah, fucking punch me then, please punch me. He's like, well, I don't want to. I punch enough people. I went, yeah, I know you don't want to. You know I'm going to fucking kill you. Don't ever fucking tell me you're going to punch me. You know what I mean? And it was a lot of fucking, it probably looked like something that was all chatter. Yeah. But it's just a situation where I'm not going to punch this lad first, but if it fucking... This is why I got my phone out, though.
Chinned him, mate.
Yeah, and then got put in a cell. Yeah, fair enough.
So in the morning.
True.
So
So
didn't kill him.
yeah. So obviously, like fucking, I've lost my train of thought now. What was I saying? Yeah. So obviously we were just having a back and forth, and I think what had happened was Josh sort of had enough, and he just grabbed one of them and flung him against the bin, and sort of had him over the bin.
You were talking to earlier.
Yeah. No.
Hey, that's my bin.
No.
Get him off that bin.
No, so one of those small bins that you normally get your cock out in and pissing.
Right, yeah.
He just sort of
Classic.
pinned this guy over the bin and just sort of had him there, and fucking this guy could not move. That was it then. Josh snapped out of it and Josh was like, you fucking what? And this other guy starts like crying and screaming and going, if he, I don't think I told you this part. Yeah. If he fucking touches my brother, man, I'm going to fucking kill him. I'll pull a knife out, I'll kill him. And I just started pushing him back. I went, you won't do anything, shut up. And he's just like screaming in my face, but I'm just like pushing him back. I'm like, shut up, just laughing at him. Which was a bit fucking...
Well, little boy.
Which was a bit evil, to be fair, but I was just like, I knew Josh wasn't just going to fucking kill this lad. I knew he was just like, sort of flex on him, just like, you fucking get loud with me, and this is what happens.
If that was me, right, if I was them, and say if that's his brother, if that was like my brother, and someone had done that to Lewis, put him over the bin, I would not be stood there saying I'm going to kill him.
But no.
I'd have smacked you straight to the ground before you'd even seen.
No, but he was trying to get past me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before like you would have even turned around, I would just smack you straight.
My arm was not letting him move. Like he was really trying. I was just like, fuck off, like that. But I was like throwing him back, and that is all of a sudden where I get a tap on the shoulder. I'm just laughing at this Swede, and it's just fucking 4 police officers here, and then 4 police officers here, and they just circle me and Josh, and I'm looking around at 8 coppers. I go, wait, it's a party, right? And I swear to God, so like, and then I think there were 10 coppers in total, so like 2 had got these lads and like brought them. So it took two police for the lads, 8 for us. Says something. So you know, so these police were instantly just like in my face, and I went, whoa! Mate, credit where it's due to me. I took control over this situation. I dominated this situation with fucking police officers. I went, whoa, hold on a minute. And this is where what I'm about to say makes me sound like a complete cunt, but pure honesty, I was pissed, and we're just going to be straight with you on this
It's an
podcast.
excuse for fucking everything these days, isn't it?
Yeah, but no. I was pissed, but I was also sometimes I just am a cunt.
Yeah.
I just am a prick sometimes. So I turned round to these coppers and I went, just so you all know, I've got 300,000 followers on social media. Obviously exaggerated a bit because it's fucking going down now. But I went. I've got 300,000 followers on social media, and one lad one copper just immediately was like, I don't give a shit, mate. I don't give a shit. I went, well, you will give a shit if you fucking try George Floyd in me. You will give a fucking shit like that. And then this other copper was like, whoa, there was no need to take it there. There's no need to take it there.
I don't think we should bleep that.
No, because that's what I said. Right, and I go to him. I don't know why, mate. I think it was that bottle, but I turned around to him and I went, I know what you lot do to my people. Now, I think I thought I was black. Because I said, you lot have got an history of doing shit to my people, right? I'm a white man. So I'm just like, and that's when I started recording. But like both times, the thing is, I mean, the police thing was different, but when it comes to the thing with the Swedish, I don't know what actually possessed me to think it was a good idea to start recording, because all I showed on that recording, what was that? All I really showed was just the start of the confrontation. Well, we'll cut there. All I really showed was just the middle of the confrontation, so I didn't show the context of it. It literally just looked like me harassing two small gay Polish boys. You know what I mean? And for some reason that didn't click in my head. I'm like, I didn't think, oh, they're not seeing the context of this. They might just think I'm just starting on some fucking small lads. And that didn't cross my mind. I was just like, yeah, let's see if he punches me. I'll fucking punch him out. I'll get this on record. It'll be funny, whatever. And then obviously, like, I was surrounded by police, and they were just like, I mean, to be fair, they did say, oh, you screamed in this policeman's face. That's a public order offence. And I was like, no, I didn't. You're a liar. And I said that in my story. I'm like, I feel like you're lying to me. And this policewoman was...
They can be cheeky, can't they?
They can really be fucking cheeky the way they twist it. But this is the thing. Everyone's got a phone now, and everyone does record because of what happens with police. So that's the thing. And this policewoman really was... I swear to God, she was either... I don't think she was... Because I was acting calm. I wasn't acting like I was going to do anything with the police or anything like that. I was just being a prick. But like in a funny way. I wasn't being threatening to them.
Yeah.
But she was really shaking, and I think she had a lot of adrenaline. She was really mad at me, I think. But she was really, when I say shaking like a shitting dog, mate, like she was fucking proper like Parkinson's. And I was just like, what's up with you? You know what I mean? I was just like, what's up? She's just like, you're going to be in a cell soon if you carry on. I'm like, carry on with what? And I think because I was and I was genuinely so calm as well. Yeah. Like I was genuinely like so confident in the situation. I felt like I had complete control over the situation. That's a drink, that. Like nothing was phasing me. I was these police are just shaking, shouting at me, and I'm just there like, I think you're lying. I think you're a liar.
Yeah, what can I do though? Because as soon as you put out the phone, everything that's said is then recorded.
And then as well,
so they can't even afford to say anything really unless it's fully right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
exactly.
That's why they all did not say anything,
because they're then open to that what they say then has a consequence, because you can't just turn off a body cam and they can't do whatever. Like there's an exterior force actually. But obviously, so what then transpired is I had a bunch of fans behind me, right, filming as well, and also screaming my name as this confrontation's going on. Just appeared out of nowhere.
That would annoy me so much.
No, but this is the thing. I think this probably led to why I didn't get arrested, and I was filming as well. And I think they sort of thought, well, we can't just arrest him now.
They couldn't have arrested you for anything anyway.
Well, they say a public order offence, and I was shouting and pushing and stuff with the lads.
Yeah, but they can't arrest you for that.
I mean, I see.
They just can't. Like, they literally just can't do that. They can't arrest you for fucking pushing someone. You ain't even aggressive.
I was.
Yeah, well, yeah, you might have been, but you know what I mean. You were
I didn't punch him.
Pushing.
I didn't punch him.
You didn't start any fights.
I did shout. I didn't like properly lay hands. And to be fair, when I was pushing him, it was me pushing him back. So it was like a defensive. It wasn't me going, "Oh, come on, then, dickhead." It was like me pushing him back. Obviously, when I say that, what the police saw was that. Obviously, when I pushed him the first time, that wasn't defensive. But you know, I mean,
public order,
a public order for whatever, like that could mean anything as well. They
take you to a cell for a night and then just let you go the day after.
Yeah, and but that's literally what she said as well. You'll be spending the night in a cell.
Please, the retards, mate. My fucking best mate is a copper. He's a spastic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, Johnny.
Yeah,
might blur his name out to be fair, but
yeah, blur that sound. Yeah, I get I get you. No, he's funny as fuck, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, most police officers nowadays,
some of them are just like mongs. They're not like
they just want to
people
feel powerful.
People invest a lot of like sort of, I don't know. It's like this sort of attitude of like police are all just like they know what they're doing. And a lot of them don't. A lot of them really fucking don't.
And they say the police are the biggest gangsters in the world.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean they're clever.
Yeah.
When like you see the amount of videos of people that just record themselves like getting pulled over by the police or whatever, and the amount of times that then people that are recording just absolutely shit all over the police. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like oh dear, bit awkward. Every police officer is a fucking mong. Until proven otherwise. And that's just how it is. You're a police officer, you're a retard.
One of his best mates, literally a police officer.
Retard. And if actually no, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say if you arrest me,
retard.
Fuck you.
Retard.
I don't think I'll ever get arrested, me.
That's my mindset as well. That's why I was just like, fuck you. Like,
how do you get arrested on a night out?
Like
unless the obvious, like, actually fighting.
Yeah, they just said to me. They just said, well, this is a woman. I mean, all the other coppers were sort of staying quiet at this point. I think they sort of realised she was going a bit mad because she was proper shaking, like going mental at me, and I just kept laughing at her, and she was just like, you're going to end up in a cell. I went, no, I won't. I won't end up in a cell because I've done nothing wrong. I'm peacefully talking to you. I'm not being threatening. Nothing's happening. If you were going to arrest me, then you should have arrested me when I was actually having a confrontation. But right now, you've not arrested me yet. You said I'm free to go. So if you put me in a cell, if you now change your mind, you're arresting me on the basis of nothing. Now, I don't know if that would hold up in a fucking actual argument, in a legal argument. But the way I saw it was, you had your chance to arrest me if you really wanted to. But now, I'm now calm, and you're saying I'm free to go, then in the next breath saying you'll arrest me if I don't walk away. You came up to me. You know what I mean? You came up to me. And that's what she said. And then she goes to me, either get in a taxi, or you'll be going in a cell. And I just started laughing again. Because
I just been like, don't tell me what to do what I want.
Because I laughed at her, because I was fucking I was a 4-minute walk away from the flat. So I'm like, I don't want to waste money on a taxi, love, can I just walk? And she's just like, either get in a taxi or go in a cell. I'm like, I'm not getting in a taxi, I'm going to walk. She's like, get in a taxi or go in a cell. I was just like, no. I just walked away.
Live 5 minutes away. What are you going to do? Stop me?
And I just walked away. And literally walking 2 seconds, I didn't notice these viewers. I don't want to say fans because I'm dead YouTuber. I don't have fans. I do have fans, but I have 4 of them. So these 4 fans that make up my entire audience, I noticed them there, and they were recording the whole thing.
Were they like of age?
Yeah.
Oh, they've been out as well?
Yeah.
I thought they were
just
like random fucking
everyone, most people, 95% of people who come up to me is when I'm at bars. I don't get recognised by like kids. I get recognised by like 18, 19, 20 year olds. Always. Really.
You haven't been recognised around me for ages. That's all I'm saying.
So that's weird, you know, because when I was out with Kanan last week, fucking 4 different groups of lads in about the space of 10 minutes came up to me like, wow, blah, blah, blah. And then when I was out with Josh, lads came up to me and shit. I think it's just you.
Just intimidating.
You're just intimidating. So basically, this is just me trying to reaffirm my relevance, by the way. So,
Yeah, literally.
so obviously I'm like chatting to these lads. I'm just like right next to the police. Didn't move more than 2 meters. Walk up to these lads. I'm like, get the phone out. Another Instagram story. The police can't fucking do shit because I got the fucking boys here. Police ain't fucking arresting me. No bitch. Literally there. Still there. The coppers. All fucking like 10 of them. And then all these lads are like screaming, going, yeah, come on, man.
I was sat when I came back from work and I was just looking at your story with you. I was looking at it and I was just like, why? like I'm literally looking at it like fucking, I can hardly get my eyes up and he's just pissing himself, recording me watching it. I'm just there, I'm just like, you're a fucking idiot, mate.
Then we bought Coke next to the officers as well. So this lad, no, it's hard.
Not me.
So no, not him. This lad comes up on a bike. this like fucking half homeless lad. He comes up on a bike, and he's just like right. I've got some flake for you for £60. So and I do not take drugs. We smoked a bit of weed lately. I have. We smoked a few joints. But I don't smoking a weed now and again. Smoking a couple of weeds, but I don't
drugs.
I don't sniff anything. I don't do anything like that. So I'm not accustomed to fucking buying cocaine. So but I acted but someone I'm with is it?
But what?
Is it? Yeah, is it? Is
No,
it? Let's see them. Let's see them. Yeah. Someone I was with wanted some, and he never ended up doing it either, right? So I basically started haggling with this fucking guy, and I'm just like, right, well, who are you selling for? And he told me it's this guy who owns like a few clubs in the area. And I'm just like, right, well, I know this fucking guy. Let's call him Ryan for argument's sake. I went, I know Ryan. And if you go back to Ryan and tell Ryan that you sold Brad 0.8 of a gram for fucking 60 quid, you know what he's gonna do, mate? He's gonna have your fucking head off. He went, oh right, do you proper? I went, I know all his family, mate. So what I'm gonna say to you now is £20 fucking. He went, right, sound, mate, sound. I fucking just got this for £20, and I swear to God, mate, the police were fucking.
Oh, I completely forgot about the police.
Literally, just still there, 5 meters away. No, I didn't grab it because I'm not, because it wasn't for me, and I'm not going to incriminate myself. But I was the one hiding them. You know what I mean? So the police were literally 6 meters away, and this is just going down. This drug interaction.
The fact that you made it home on Friday night is incredible.
Yeah,
it is incredible.
I was sound. I was fucking sound, mate.
Why does that happen to you?
I got home.
Like what?
I got home. I put Josh on the couch. I got
I came home from work completely oblivious to the fact that Josh was staying in our flat, and I come through the kitchen door. I'm like, who is this man on the sofa? Just a man asleep, but he had like a cover over his head, so it was just a body on the fucking bed. I was like,
what has Brad done?
I'm off to bed. And then I could hear you were awake.
Yeah, I put
fucking Josh on the sofa.
Yeah, I got home. I got
this sofa's tiny, by the way. Like,
yeah,
a man over 5'8" cannot sleep on this.
Yeah, so I got him on the sofa. I put a cover over him. I turned all the lights off. Oh, fucking sweet, mate. I just went to my room, listened to music, and then you came in. I went, oh mate, I almost got arrested last night.
I walked into his room and he was literally dancing at his desk with his headphones on. I didn't even realise I was there.
Yeah,
stood there for 10 minutes recording, yeah.
Were you?
No, obviously not. That is the stuff.
I do that even when I'm sober, you know.
What?
the dancing thing.
I know you do. You do it all the time.
I just dance in my room. No, it's not that. I just have a run about to music. It's like my exercise.
When we were choosing the rooms, I remember you was like, "Oh, I want the bigger room so I can dance about my room." And I thought in my head, I was like, "Yeah, he literally does do that though, doesn't he? He literally just dances around his room like you are literally autistic."
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think there might be something wrong with you.
Yeah, probably.
That is weird.
Yeah. No. I just do it.
A grown man just literally dancing.
No. I just do it. I don't do it in front of people. But like when music's playing, and I've got music on my headphones, I have a little move about, and I have a little shake in that, and it's like exercise as well. It's like a bit of exercise for me. I like music does something to me. Like it makes me want to just have a fucking buggy. You know what I mean?
Makes me lose control.
Exactly. Like the song says.
You just jump about.
Yeah.
You don't even dance.
I don't even dance. Yeah, I'm not there doing a fucking way like that just on my own. I'm actually just jogging about my room. It is weird.
Yeah. I'm glad you fucking said that. Yeah. Mate, I'll be honest. Just trying to convince you that you are a weird boy. Like, nah, it's fucking normal. I'm like,
no,
it isn't.
No, I'm not saying it's
not.
No, I'm not saying it's normal. I'm just saying I don't fucking care. You know what I mean?
Do you, mate?
I do, mate.
Right, you do.
Exactly. You trying to kiss me?
You do you.
You do me,
Stop
mate.
shagging on the sofa. We still post it. Still post it.
Someone doesn't watch it all. They skip to the other having sex. Full on shagging.
We just stop.
Anyway, thank you for watching.
To be fair, I think it might be good timing, mate. It's 4:15 in the morning.
I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about? I mean, this is sound for a quick comeback. I mean, what are we on?
I mean, yeah, we haven't uploaded for 4 months, so
we could probably delve into one more topic, and that could be like literally just surrounding moving in. How have you found it?
Well, as everyone knows, I used to live by myself anyway, so I'm used to moving out. But I think moving out with you
lived in 2 separate flats before.
Well, yeah. So I used to live with someone else, and then I moved out of there and lived by
and
myself
then you had a studio
for a year. And then obviously I went back and lived with my mum, which was obviously a huge turn of events. And then obviously here,
demoralising.
Yeah. So I wanted to get out as fast as I could, and now I've got this flat. So it's still a bit surreal that we're living together. Spent 2 hours cleaning the fucking room, but alright. But yeah, I think it's still a little bit surreal that we're still living together. Because it is. We've spent the last fucking 5 years always travelling to see each other.
We have spoke about moving in together since 2017.
Yeah,
we went for a flat viewing
in a building literally over there.
3 years ago. It literally is that building.
I know.
That we can see from the balcony. We went for a flat viewing over 3 years ago, and I think we sort of realised there and then. Excuse me. I think we sort of realised there and then that it was going to be a complicated ordeal because you hadn't moved out yet. You were on a very shit wage at that time. You were like fucking £5.60 an hour or something, and I was fucking. I mean, I wasn't really streaming regularly. I was relying.
I don't think you were streaming really.
I did stream now and again, but like every couple of months, like I'd do a live stream.
Honestly, I think your money back then was AdRev maybe. AdRev streaming and brand deals.
Yeah,
you had a lot more brand deals back then, didn't you?
Yeah, because that was when ad revenue was like quite shit, but not like it had just started getting shit. And it was like proving to be unreliable, and I was relying on like brand deals and stuff like that. So I think it was all just a bit unrealistic at the time, and then we just weren't in a place to do it. I honestly think if we had moved out then, we probably wouldn't be friends now.
Yeah, the thing is though, from then till now,
I feel like we would have clashed because we weren't like at a maturity level where we could handle
I was
each
going to
other.
say exactly. I think
understand each other.
I think when you're best mates with someone and you live together from like the start. I mean, it wasn't the start of his friendship, but like It was definitely a start compared to like the future.
Yeah.
And between then and now,
We've changed a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna say.
I mean, back then we weren't even. We had a very like weird on and off friendship, didn't we? Like we'd be close, but then we didn't speak for a long time, and it was only really. I mean, in like 2016, we were very close. Then we distanced.
But then,
a bit.
I started working full time, didn't I? So.
Yeah, and I had all sorts of shit going on with fucking my online girlfriends and my Minecraft, and then
Oh god.
and then I think it was really at the end of 2018 when I actually just started coming out more. I think I broke up with my bird at that time, and I was just coming
computer screen.
No, the fucking fat one. And I was which fat one? I was just vegan. Remember?
Oh yes.
Fucking Poppy. I don't give a shit. What's she gonna do?
Now that is believed.
So
That is awful, mate.
yeah, I know. I'm a bad person. That's why I'm single.
Slag anyway, to be fair.
She was a little slag, to be fair. She was a lap dog though, mate. Click my fingers.
No more of this, please.
Yeah, mate, when I used to shag it.
Anyway.
So basically, I think at the end of 2018, when I was more just invested in like, let's get pissed. I was having, on retrospect, I was having a 6-month-long mental breakdown.
Yeah, but
I was very bad. Yeah, well, but that's when we became closer. Then I think at the end of 2018, and then just onwards until now, with the little stints in between.
I think this time is the perfect time, really.
Yeah, really. I mean, and my money is, I mean, my job, and it's not even that I've got new opportunities. I'm just being smart about what I do now.
The thing is, though, it's a bit mad because I said this the other week. Then I wonder if we'd have moved out together back then, and we'd have both smashed YouTube out, where would we be right now? Do you know what I mean?
But we're both in like, the thing is that's something that people who aren't in good positions say, I feel like, whereas you literally
obviously
are one of the youngest general managers in the city, and I'm making
the youngest.
Yeah, and I'm making money that you wouldn't see someone with my sort of size of channel make. And this isn't like a fucking.
It's not a flex. Yeah.
It's not a flex because I've got bills to pay and I've got a lot to pay out. I've got people to pay out, so I've got family who aren't on a lot of money, you know what I mean? So it's not a flex in a sense, but it's like we're not in bad positions at all, we're in quite advantageous positions. And I think now as well, you know, like I say, with me personally, it's not a sense of new opportunities have came, it's just I've started being smart with what I do and I've started actually doing it. And I think for a long time I was very comfortable with my money where I would work and I'd just do my work and just make what I needed to make and then just live off it. Just live off it until I went down to zero in the bank, and then I'd do more work, and that was my attitude. I'd just work when I had to. And then I'd make a few £100 and then I'd go down to zero, and I'd make a few £100 or 500 whatever, I'd spend that and go down to zero. And that was my attitude with work, and I'd do that, you know, a few times a month, and that was just.
Yeah, but I think if you didn't do all them things and spend all the money, you'd regret it now.
Yeah. No,
of course. Obviously, it'd be nice to have loads of money right now, but like, also you've fucking been travelling everywhere you have. You've spent your money, spent it on shit mostly, but you've you know what I mean. You've seen something like the holidays.
By the time I was 18, I'd been around the world. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? So
like, and I'm from Ashton. I'm from a council estate. Like, I've been around the world. So I'm not gonna fall. I mean, I could say, I could have £100,000 in my bank account, but it's like, yeah, I probably could have that in my bank account if I lived a very shit, awful life. And what's that? It's a fucking figure. And now I'm actually working, I'm being smart, and I'm stacking money, and I'm saving money, and I'm being good with money, and I'm being smart with money. Whilst having this.
Well, I say good life, but you know what I mean, you're still living a fucking life outside of your bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got this now, which is a big step forward, and it's a big step forward in the sense of, I mean, for me personally, I know for you, but you've already moved out. And
I'm going to say it's a huge thing, mate. It's a huge thing.
For me, with what I do as well,
Yeah,
it's
you're
a bit.
laughing, man.
It's a big motivator because I'm not just in my house that I grew up in, just with loads of distractions. I'm in my flat. If I'm not recording, I've got fuck all to do. So I may as well work or plan my work. If I'm not going out having a bev, or if we're not going out or whatever, I've got
I
fuck all
like
to
how I
do.
always say that, but we've been in a flat for 2 weeks and this is the first video.
There's a first, yeah, true, but I've done my streams in that though. You know what I mean? I've still been making my money in that. I've been doing what's actually important, like financially.
Yeah.
So, and
Maybe
yeah,
this is boosts.
yeah,
2 videos in one night.
yeah.
Good effort.
And I think this is the start of it now. So this is where
I
like
only say because I'm
we'll get rolling.
now back into a routine as well.
yeah,
So I'm in a routine, which means I can't just be with you all fucking at your call every time.
yeah, of
you know what
course,
I mean? So
of course.
obviously,
But I
saying
I
like that,
understand
but it's
that,
not
yeah.
obviously like that because I'm not your fucking assistant or whatever.
Yeah,
But
obviously.
like, I will do anything
But-
to help you. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, I think
Literally light outside.
I think we understand each other in the sense of. So I'm now going to be streaming on Saturday. By the way, I don't know if you saw my story because I know that you're going to always be working on a Saturday. So I'm not going to be keeping you up a day after you've just had your long weekend. That's what I'm thinking now. So that's why I'm doing that. And I'll be sacrificing going out on Saturdays. But that's okay because I know that I'm not going to be keeping you up. And whereas when you're home from work, you'll just fucking, if I say let's record, you'll stop what you're doing and you'll record. I think this is why with you, I think I said this to my mum because I can be a very, I love people and I love being around people. I love being around my friends and I can be very sociable. I am a socialite, but I'm also, I can be quite introverted and I can want to just keep to myself. But I think with you, the reason why I can actually live with you is you understand this because you've done it. You've made a bit of money doing it, but you've also done it for a hobby. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
who else can say they've done their mate's job as a hobby? So like you know you can really understand what I do, and you can have sort of like, as opposed to someone random who would be like, why the fuck are you shouting at 3 a.m?
Yeah.
You realise Brad's doing that to fucking pay the bills. You know what I mean? Brad's doing that because he wants to do that,
obviously.
and that's his job. So
To be fair, mate, you've been
It's
a
a good
very
dynamic.
good housemate so far. Because I thought, even though like I was really up for the idea, I thought you'd be a fucking nightmare.
yeah.
But realistically,
Because I think you had the impression that my mum really did everything for me, but what you've got to remember is my mum was at work 10 hours a day because she'd do 8 hours and do 2 hours doing something else or whatever. It's not like a drug dealer, she'd just be cleaning for people and that. And then and then most weekends she'd just be at her boyfriend. So I really have been living. I'd never really saw my mum when I was at home. So I really lived as if I was living on my own anyway. So I think that's why it's been very natural for me to move out because as much as
I don't think it was even that. It was just like the showering and stuff. Like, because obviously we called till like fucking 6 in the morning, or whatever. But that was my concern. Is you were just going to be on call all the time, being loud.
yeah.
But then again, if I'm on a call,
But again, like the thing is with that is it's all about what's around me. Like my mum's deaf. My mum when she takes her hearing aids out, she can hear it a bit, but not much. So I have the facilities to be able to be loud at 4 or 5 in the morning at home. Whereas here, if I know someone's asleep and up for work, I'm not a fucking retard, you know what I mean? It's like I just fit to my environment. And this is my environment now, so that's how it is. But there we go with that. I mean, is there anything else you want to say?
I think we're sound. I think we're good. Good first episode back.
Yeah?
If you have enjoyed it, fucking dislike the video.
Give it a like.
Yeah.
Do give it a like. We will be paying attention to the comments and that, and this will be a weekly thing, and there is no real excuse because all we've got to do is sit on the couch in our home,
For an hour.
in the place that we live. So I mean, right now, we're doing it at fucking 4 a.m. So there's no if we can do it at 4 a.m. on a fucking Thursday morning, we can do it whenever.
Yeah.
So trust me, you'll be seeing this. And the thing is, you'll be seeing it even if we fall out, because even if we fall out again, we live together. So we just have to, we still do it, we just look away from each other. You know what I mean?
Just talking to the wall, yeah, just talking to the window.
We both had separate conversations and wouldn't acknowledge each other, but you'd still get a podcast every week. So
There you go.
there you go.
There you go.
Agree on that. Yeah. Even if we fall out,
Sounds good, yeah.
we just look away.
Yeah, with the comments as well, just leave some suggestions, things you want us to talk about, more stories, certain topics.
What we'll probably do now is we'll just go out these next couple of nights and get into fights, so we have more things to talk about.
No, not going to happen. Right, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Come on. Oh!